Hey guys, so I wanted to unbox the Honor 8 Pro phone. This is a beefed up version of the Honor 8, which I was a big fan of. It's coming with 6 gigs of RAM, Kirin 960, and it's a good competitor to the mid-range like your OnePlus 5 kind of phone here. So we're going to check it out, see how it looks, and unbox the phone. So I think this is a blue version, so we can see how it looks. Hopefully they've retained the very nice, attractive looks of the Honor 8, which looks pretty awesome against sunlight. So we can see here, and this is the phone, as you can see. So it's quite a big phone. It's, I think, 5.7 inches. We'll just move that out of the way. And it feels very nicely built here. A bit different in terms of design, definitely from the Honor 8, which we will check out in a second. Just see what else you get. So in the box you are getting your stuff, as you can see, like some earpod kind of earphones here, which look pretty decent. Looks like it's got a headphone jack as well, and a fast charger, which is Huawei's proprietary fast charging tech, I'm guessing. So quite a standard affair in terms of the box. I'm assuming you also get your manuals and stuff in this one, and the SIM tool, and this thing, which I think is some sort of sticker here. Quite nice. So put that to the side. Put that to the side. And let's get it open here. So you can see it's got a nice blue shade to it, and this is the dual camera at the top. As you can see, it's saying dual lens on it. Don't think it comes with the Leica technology you will get in the other Huawei phones, but it promises to give you a good experience overall. Gotta say, it looks a lot like the OnePlus 5 here with these bands and like the curve around it. So we've gone away from the glass construction of the Honor 8, which was, quite attractive in my opinion. But then again, I do like the metal at the same time, so at the end of the day, I'm not too fussed. But very well built. It feels solid in the hand, quite hefty. It is a big phone here. I think the Honor 8 was 5 inches. This is certainly a step up in terms of the size, gotta say. So let's just do a side by side here with the OnePlus 5. As you can see, it's slightly bigger here in terms of the screen, but it looks very similar from the back. Same positioning for the lens here, as well as the flash, but the fingerprint sensor does remain on the back, which is arguably a good place. So let's boot it on. So you can see the screen does get a little bit fingerprinty, so I'm just going to give it a wipe. There we go. So hopefully we're running the latest Android here, with the latest EMUI. So we'll just quickly go through all this. Agree. And you can see full spectrum here for the internet. Keyboard feels very nice to type on. Have I typed the password wrong again? It is a good question. Wow, it's taking some time. Let's try again. Yes, I typed it wrong. This should work. There we go. So I think the battery is actually massive on this phone as well, like 3,900. Not quite as big as the Mate 9 though, but it should last a day. and we're in. So we can just have a quick look at the interface here and see what it brings to the table. You can see it is not the brightest display. It seems to be on the max here, but I can barely see it. And I think that was an issue with the Honor 8 as well. It had like a very kind of dull display, but it looks pretty snappy here in terms of the opening stuff up. So let's just check the Android version. 7.0, EMUI 5.1, 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs internal storage, 2K display. Nice. I don't think you got that with the Honor 8, so that's another boost here in terms of the spec. So let's just have a look at the web page. Should be a bit sharper. So you can see it loads the page extremely fast here. Ridiculous. And it looks pretty sharp enough, but as I said, the screen to me does look pretty not bright at the end of the day, which is a little bit disappointing, but maybe we'll get used to it. So you can see we have quite a lot of settings in the area here, such as your ultra battery, saving mode, screen record, eye comfort as well. Nice settings. Let's have a look at the camera as well. So these dual cameras are pretty much on every phone now, so I'm expecting like your portrait mode, wide aperture. Or is it? It could actually be like the LG phones actually, with like a wide lens here. Is that true? You can see actually watermarks something there, like on an 8 Pro. Similar to how you get that on the OnePlus, shot on OnePlus. You can also refocus stuff, I'm guessing. So I don't think it's that different here from what you're getting with other wide aperture kind of phones here. At first I thought it was wide angle kind of lens, but it's wide aperture, so like bokeh effects and all that. Lots of different stuff here as well, like monochrome. Do enjoy. And I'm also guessing you get your standard array of video features. Let's have a look. So where do we go for the setting? Stabilizer, that's nice to see. And a resolution 4K 60 frames per second. So fully featured camera here, very action packed. So I'm just going to go back here and have a look at the focus speed. So it looks pretty good. You can see, because if it doesn't have a good focus speed, then it's kind of pointless. Beauty mode. So nice looking camera kind of technology here. It looks like you can also download more like filters and stuff, which is probably, you can see, you can make the most of it. So just a quick unboxing, first look of the Honor 8 Pro. If you want to see something, do let me know. It looks like a pretty solid phone here, competitor to the OnePlus 5 and the Moto Z2 Play. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.